I want to read from 1 Corinthians 13. And for those of you who know about 1 Corinthians 13, you know where I'm going with this. Starting with verse 4. And I don't know where I'm going to stop, but I'm starting with 4. It said, love is patient and kind. Love is not jealous or boastful or proud or rude. It does not demand its own way. It is not irritable, and it keeps no record of being wronged. It does not rejoice about injustice, but rejoices whenever the truth wins out. Love never gives up, never loses faith, is always hopeful, and endures through every circumstance. That's what an unconditional kind of love is in my eyes. That's what an unconditional love presents itself as. And when we are connected to who God has ordained for our lives, it's not embarrassing, and it's not difficult to be in that lane, in that vein. You know, it's the enemy that chooses to try to destroy what it is that God has ordained. So the enemy will sometimes make you feel embarrassed about how your love really is for a person that God has for you. Counterfeits always come into play when God has presented something, right? For everything God has, the enemy presents a counterfeit. And when God has presented something, he has a purpose for presenting that something. And you have to understand that your kingdom spouse is meant to complement you with an E. It's meant to complement you, and that includes your purpose in life, and that also includes the purpose of marriage, the purpose of you being married. That means that there is a plan that is in God's will for this particular person for your life. Yes, we have free will to choose whomever we want to be with, but we also must understand that in the beginning, Eve had free will too, but you see what happened with that. Right. We have free will for everything, but just as we have free will, there's also his will that is supposed to be done. And if we go against what his will is because we want to get in our own will and do something, then we have to understand that there are consequences to that. He may grace something for a certain period, but trust me, his will is going to be done. So you can either go along with it when he presents it, or you can take the long route. I've taken the long route with a lot of things, and it is not fun. It's not fun. He's going to get the glory regardless. But sometimes, it's better to not even put yourself in that position. Sometimes it has to happen. Sometimes it has to happen because we're hard-headed. We're human. We have egos, and things happen. But trust and know that God's will always will be done. He wants his glory, and he's going to get his glory. Period. Point to the blank. Better yet, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. You hear me? And that's all I have for this evening. I pray that something y'all know God's daughter is a little bit special, but it's all good and it's for the good. And I pray that you guys definitely can hear him through me, even in all of my zaniness, and that you can grasp something and take it and run with it. For those of you who don't know, no, I am not a married woman. No, I did not choose to do this. This is something that was given to me by Holy Spirit to do. This is a preparation time for me. I'm in preparation for marriage, and I know I'm not the only one. There are a lot of women, there are a lot of men that are in preparation for marriage, and some that are in preparation for some situations in their marriages too. You know, there's some things that must be experienced. And, God, like I said, will get glory in everything. And we have to understand that what it is that he wants to be done in this earth will be done in this earth. But we got to trust him through everything. And we have to know that whatever it is that he's doing for a reason. And it's not to hurt us, but it's to help us come forth and move forward in doing what it is that he wants done. Yeah. So next week we are going to touch on the capacity to love. I had 3 questions for that, and I want you to be thinking about that. Okay? So the capacity to love. What is your capacity to love? What is your capacity to receive love? Do you know how to receive love from people the right way? And what does it mean to remain steadfast in love? Are you remaining steadfast in love, in unconditional love? Or are you influenced by outsiders? I want you to think about those 3 questions, okay? This has been, another Marriage Talk Monday. Once again, I pray that, it has been a great experience for you. It's definitely one for me. I'm learning as I go. And I pray that it's, like I said, a great experience for you. And we'll just look forward to next week. All right, I am Brandy. I pray that your evening, the rest of your evening or day or morning, whatever part of the world that you're in, is a blessed one. And I'll see you next week. Blessings, you guys.